So what on earth is an SMMA? Is it an MLM? Is it a scam? Is it a real business model? Should you get started? Is it worth it? Is it oversaturated? What on earth does it even do? I'm going to be answering all of those questions in this video. So what on earth is an SMMA? So SMMA is actually an acronym. It just basically stands for a social media marketing agency. Now, if you see me looking over here, it's just because I've got a little bit of notes like I always do. I just want to make sure that I hit every single point without going off track. So SMMA, it just literally stands for social media marketing agency. So what on earth is a marketing agency? A marketing agency just basically provides services on behalf of another business in terms of social media and marketing. So it's marketing, but using social media in order to market. That could be stuff like running TikTok ads or managing somebody's TikTok. It could be managing somebody's Instagram account, or it could be running advertisements on behalf. So I'm pretty sure you guys have been on Facebook and you know those little annoying advertisements you see on products that are trying to get you to basically buy them. Those are what basically us SMMA kind of like agencies do. So a social media marketing agency is just a business that provides service on behalf of another business. Now, I used to couldn't kind of wrap my head around this. I was like, why do people need to hire a social media marketing agency when they could just hire some marketing dude called Jeffrey and just have that dude do the marketing for them? Well, it's because a social media marketing agency is somebody who already, or kind of like a group of people that already specialize in that particular field. Now, the reason that the appeal behind hiring a social media marketing agency is that instead of paying an employee, a salary plus bonuses, plus benefits, plus incentives, insurance, and having all this responsibility for an employee, with a social media marketing agency, there's no real commitment. It's just a contract. We work on a 3-month minimum, for example. There's no kind of like liability. You don't have to look after us. We're already a sustainable business ourselves. And what we're doing is just partnering up with your business and helping you do your marketing. Not only that, but you get more people or more experts for the price of one. So instead of hiring just one employee for maybe 2.5K a month, for example, you can hire an agency for the same price or a little bit more, but you're going to get more experts. And these are people that are genuinely very, very good at what they do because they have, case studies and that sort of stuff. So how do social media marketing agencies get paid? In fact, let me actually go back and actually explain this. So there's two different types of service a social media marketing agency can kind of offer. Now, I call these kind of like convenience offers and opportunity offers. Now, if you're going to offer, for example, you helping other businesses with their social media in terms of what to post, how to post it, when to post, and creating content for them, that's more kind of like social media management. We call that social media management. That's more of a convenience offer. Now, a convenience offer is basically where you're taking a job away from the business owner that they technically could do themselves, but it's just convenience to them. It's just convenient to them, which is why they pay you to do so. So for example, like me, think of my business, for example, which is a social media marketing agency. We have to do our accounting and we have to do books, for example. If you're an accountant, for example, all you're really doing is taking a tedious job off of the business owner's hands and doing it for them. So I actually have an accountant that files my, corporate tax and stuff like that, files my books and all that sort of stuff. And technically, I could go and learn how to do this myself by watching YouTube videos and studying and taking kind of like courses and stuff like that online and actually doing it myself. But it's very tedious, very time consuming. It's probably not worth my time, for example. So I'm actually going to just hire somebody in order to do that for me. Not only that, but they'll probably be able to do it better than me anyway. So that's what you call a convenience offer. And that's basically what people do. Think about it. Most business owners are elderly kind of like people. They aren't really that tech savvy. They don't really know how to use TikTok. They don't really know how to use Instagram, Facebook, that sort of stuff. Well, if they do, they probably don't know how to use it as good as you because you're a younger generation. Normally, the people who are watching this are normally aged between 18 to 25-ish, a little bit younger than that, a little bit older than that, but you get the point I'm trying to make. We're a younger generation. We've grown up on social media. That's why they hire us, because we're seen as more tech savvy and we understand the kind of like social media realm landscape, if you will. So that's basically why they hire us. There's also, that's a convenience offer. Now, the second thing you can offer is what you call an opportunity offer. Now, an opportunity offer is basically helping them generate leads. A lead is a potential customer. So if I was a real estate business and you said to me, Montel, I can help you generate new leads for your real estate business, I'd be like, oh my God, that's amazing. I'm struggling to get leads. I'm doing cold calling. I'm doing door-to-door sales. I'm cold emailing people, trying to get leads. And if you're telling me you can use my social media in order to generate me leads, I'm listening. So that's what you call an opportunity. I'm bringing more business opportunities to that particular business, if you will. So I'll give you another example. Let's say you're working with a e-commerce fashion brand that sells men's t-shirts. Well, your opportunity offered there would be, I'm going to help you sell more t-shirts, and in reward for that, you're just going to pay me $1,000 a month. I'm going to help you make $5,000 a month, and out of that $5,000 a month, you're going to pay me $1,000 a month. Or I'm going to help you get to $10,000 a month by running your advertisements and generating you more sales through Facebook advertising, through TikTok advertising, or whatever it is you offer, Google advertising. And I'm going to make you $10,000 a month from that, and you're going to pay me $1,000 a month. So basically, you get the crappy end of the deal when it comes to opportunity offers, and that's how you want to sell it as well. That there's huge upside for them and like a little bit of reward for you in terms of you're helping them, make an extra 10K a month, 10K per month, and you're only making 1K per month from that. And that's how you kind of want to frame your opportunity offers, and that's why people pay you. So long story short, there's convenience offers, opportunity offers. Either way, you're helping a business owner either live an easier life or you're giving them more opportunities, basically. So how do we actually get paid? So first and foremost, we actually get paid on a monthly basis called a retainer. It's where you retain a client, you get paid each and every month. Or you could do weekly retainers. I don't really recommend weekly retainers unless you're using something like Upwork, which is a completely different story for another day. But anyway, a retainer is basically where you take on a client and you get paid on agreement every single month, for example. So that would actually be called a monthly retainer. So for example, let's say I'm helping John, the gym owner, generate leads for his gym business. I'm going to help him pull in X amount of number of leads and stuff like that through Facebook advertising, and because I'm offering a great service, he's going to pay me $1,000 per month for that. And I'm going to keep him on if I do a good job, that is, and he's going to pay me $1,000 per month for the foreseeable future until he wants to cancel the service, basically. And that's basically how we get paid per month on a monthly basis. And again, the reason why people don't hire employees is because they are, there's a lot more responsibility when it comes to hiring an employee. You have to I believe you have to look out for their taxes. I believe you have to give them benefits, health benefits, medical benefits, dental benefits, that sort of stuff. There's also a lot more paperwork that goes into hiring an employee, whereas with an agency, you get multiple experts. They're already experts at what they do. You only have to sign one contract with them, and you can cancel that contract at any time. So it's just so much more convenient. Now, why does the business model actually work, real quick? The business model works because it's a problem solution based business model. So why does the business model actually work? That's a very good question. Now, the business model works because it's a problem solution based business model. And here's what I mean. First of all, you identify a niche. A niche is just a subsection of the market. So that could be, real estate agents. So real estate agents could have a similar problem. So what you need to do is you actually need to do this research and figure out what problems they actually have. So real estate agents might have a problem of they're struggling to generate leads because they're still using old school methods such as cold calling, using stuff like Zillow, using stuff like Rightmove if you're over here in the UK. They're struggling to generate leads and enough business, basically. So that could be a problem for them. Now, your solution to that problem would be you run Facebook advertising that's much more appealing to people. It's easier to generate leads, for example. It's quicker to generate leads and higher quality leads, and you can actually qualify the leads as well. So that would be your solution, if you will. This is obviously I'm just hypothetically saying this, by the way. I'm not just picking real estate agents because it's good or something like that, or it's bad or anything like that. I'm just literally using this as an example. But that would be why the business model works. They have a problem, you have a solution, you sell them that solution, you get paid for that. That's exactly why the business model works. So how does the business model work? So realistically, I just basically explained it to you. They have a problem, you have a solution, they like the solution, you work with them, if you will, and they pay you to do this work and generate them more business, or you help them ease their life through a convenience offer, if you will. Who can start a social media marketing agency? Anybody can start a social media marketing agency. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you're from, what your accent's like, what color your skin is. This is why I love a social media marketing agency and the actual business model, because it's like there's not really any restrictions or anything like that. The only time I would say there's any sort of like restrictions is if you are in like a really underdeveloped country. But even then, because if you still have access to watch this video, you can start a sort of social media marketing agency, no problem, because you have the internet. you can go and operate within other countries. You don't need to stick to your local business. Local business. You can use stuff like Upwork, for example, and find leads all over the world, or you can literally just grab an email address and start reaching out to people. It's a little bit slower, a little bit more tedious for sure, 100%, but you can actually still go and reach out to businesses in other countries. Because with SMMA, it's an online business. It's not a geographically restricted business. There is no borders, if you will. You can actually go and grab clients in US, Australia, UK. I have clients all over the place. In fact, most of my clients are actually in the US. It's actually got so crazy that I now speak more in dollars than I do British pounds, even though I'm from the UK. I actually say words such as like garage instead of garage, because over here, like, it's so crazy. I speak to so much Americans that I literally have started picking up their accents. My accent is all over the place at this particular point. I speak to so many Americans on a day-to-day basis that I'm actually starting to pick up stuff like that, and my parents are noticing. I still talk in dollars. It's actually so funny because I'm actually from the UK and I've made more US dollars than I ever will British pounds, unless I really just start switching up and using British pounds and just really going, crazy with sales in British pounds. Now, what do you need in order to start a social media marketing agency? First of all, you don't need a swanky office. You don't need an accountant right away. You don't need to register your business unless you're in like the US where you can get filed, you can get like sued. All you need to do is register as like a sole proprietor or a sole trader, if you will. That's all you really need. You need an email. You don't need a marketing degree. You definitely don't need a marketing degree. You don't need to be an extreme expert at like your service, such as like Facebook ads. You don't need to spend 6 months learning your service like Facebook ads. I do recommend obviously learning your service, but don't spend 6 months learning your service and not getting any clients. That's almost like putting the cart before the horse. Why would you learn how to do Facebook ads but not have any clients? Who are you running Facebook ads for? Like who are you actually running Facebook ads for if you've got no clients? Go get clients first and then figure out how to run Facebook ads. Or you can go and find people what you call media buyers. Media buyers are a team member, a contractor, if you will, but we actually see them as proper team members, where you can actually go and find these people on like LinkedIn, Facebook groups, Upwork. I find mine on Upwork, by the way. And these are what you call media buyers. Media buyers are people that buy media. These are people basically that run your ads on behalf of your clients. So you've got a team member. Now you're probably wondering like, is that okay? Are clients okay with another person? If I'm the business owner, is it okay to have another person in my business run ads for my clients? And the answer is that's completely fine. If you actually Google the definition of agency, it actually says multiple people or organization providing services on behalf of another business. So as you can see, the word agency within itself means multiple people. It's an organization. It's an organized group of people coming together with a similar goal in order to provide a service on behalf of another business. Now, what's the best way to get started with SMMA? The best way I've actually found to get started with SMMA, if you're a complete beginner, is to use a platform called Upwork.com. I'm a little bit biased. By the way, I'm not affiliated with Upwork in any way, shape, or form. I don't have no affiliate links. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape, or form. I believe I have to say that because I got a video deleted, long story short. But long story short, Upwork has been the easiest way for me to help people start. It's been the easiest way for me to start as well. It took me 15 days. Well, technically it was 23 days out of December. It was on December 25th when I actually closed, December 23rd when I actually closed my first client. So it took me 23 days. But out of those 23 days, calendar days, I actually worked around 15 days. Not only that, but there was actually a delay in when the client said yes. So I was on the call. I said, $600 per month. They said, let me think about it. 2 days later, they came back and said, yeah, let's do it. And I closed it for $600 per month. And all I was doing realistically for them is actually just creating content on their behalf. And then I upsold them on a funnel. A funnel is just basically like helping them build a website that has like a very clear call to action. They pay me $500 for that on the very first day. So I actually made $2,300 back over a 3-month period with that client because they only stayed on for 3 months, to be honest with you. It wasn't really great back then at delivering services, but you learn as you go along. The best way I've actually found as well is just to use Upwork, like I said, because it's a warmer traffic source. So on Upwork, it's a freelance website. I've already just kind of explained why I believe it's the best kind of like outreach method. If you want to go about learning more about Upwork, I do have an online kind of like program that you can actually take, or a kind of like training course, if you will. I don't really like to use the word course. It has a bad stigma around it, to be honest with you. So you can learn all that sort of stuff in my educational program, or you can learn from me one-to-one if you ever need help. But I've also just dropped a free YouTube video as well on my channel. You can go and check that out. Literally, it's the video back before this. It's like not this video, it's the video that I dropped before this, basically. The newest one I dropped before this. The second way you can go about starting a social media marketing agency, which I don't really recommend for beginners because it's quite a tall order, but you can do it. And this is if you're completely broke. You can go out there and you can actually create like a website on Squarespace, for example, just a very basic website. I would actually call it a funnel. A funnel is different from a website. A website has like 10 different services that I don't recommend offering more than one service, by the way. But this is what normally people do when they create a website. They list like 10 different services. They have all these funky graphic animations. When you scroll, it does all this crazy stuff on the screen with all these animations. It has no clear call to action. There's a navigational bar that's very distracting. With a funnel, it's literally just one page with a clear call to action. We help e-com businesses scale from 6 figures to 7 figures through Facebook ads. Click this here to book in a free audit call. Boom, just one button. Literally no navigational bars, no talking about 7 different services or 10 different services, straight to the point, basically. And that's what I'd recommend you build that out in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. And then what you can do is go and grab a professional domain. Technically you'd want 2 of these, your professional domain and then what you call a burner domain to send out cold emails. And that's how you could go about getting started. So you don't really need much. That would probably cost you, I don't know, your burner domain would cost you, well, because you got 2 of them, that's $24 per year. So you got 2 domains. One domain's $12 per year. So you got 2 of those, that's $24 per year. So that's $2 per month. Then you've got $6 per month times 2, because you're going to be having 2 different emails, one for sending cold emails out and one for internal emails. So that's $12 per month. So you can get started for $12 per month. Plus hosting on your website. You can build something out with WordPress. That's completely free. So you're looking at hosting as well. So what's that? Hosting is, like, call it $5 per month or something like that. So whatever I said, just add all that together. I think it was $12 per month. Plus 2, that's $14 per month, plus another $5 per month, that's $17 per month. You can actually start a social media marketing agency for. And that's if you're just bootstrapping. Obviously, there's other tools like Lemlist and all these other software tools, but you don't really need to get into all of those as of yet. You technically can just start with an email. But that, guys, and by the way, starting with an email is very, very difficult to do. I don't want to be one of those quote-unquote gurus that says that you can start with a cold email, because it is very difficult to do. Very, very difficult. It's a very tall order. But it's technically possible. Technically. It's just very difficult to do. So that being said, guys, that is what an SMMA is. That's what it does. That's basically what it is. It's not a scam. All it is literally, it's very unsexy, to be honest with you. It's literally you just providing a service on behalf of another business. So think about it. This is why I started it. It just sounded like the least scammiest, least MLM type of business possible. It's just, this dude over here called John has a gym business. He's 45 years old, doesn't know how to use Facebook ads. I then help him with his Facebook ads to get him customers. Because he's making more money, he pays me money. That right there is just solid, foundationally sound business practices 101. You can't get any more sound than that. He's old, doesn't know how to use social media. I help him use social media to get customers, he pays me. Or I help him to take a tedious task off his hand, which is managing his social media, and he pays me. Doesn't get any least scammier than that, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of scams out there, to be honest with you guys. But anyway, guys, that's a story for another day. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you need help, there is one-to-one coaching I do offer. If you're a good fit, we can actually do that. It does come with a full money back guarantee. So you're guaranteed to actually land clients when you actually join with me. Literally just by saying yes, you're actually guaranteed a client, or you get your full money back. And I've never had to give a refund yet. I have literally 100% success score at this particular point to the people who I've offered guarantees to, which is crazy. That being said as well, guys, I do have an online training program that you can take by yourself. So if that's more your style, that's called Agency Transmutation, which is a 6-week online program. I'll make it abundantly clear which one you should click. But anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to drop me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video pretty soon. Peace.